the drive with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. To it after the pick-6. Prescott. And right away he lost the football. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, you don't become a 2-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles. And Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run. A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, it's Elliott. And some room to run now. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Hurts to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
18 Cardinals.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And now a fumble. The ball's it's picked up by the Eagles. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The previous play is under review. After reviewing the play,
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now Prescott on 4th down. A desperation heave for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Seems like a perpetual search for productive receivers for Philadelphia, but they think that Quez Watkins might be a keeper after 2021. Earned a starting spot for much of the season and put up over 600 yards while averaging 15 per catch. They're giving the former 6th-rounder another opportunity and seeing if those numbers will keep growing.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott now to have the extra point. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back. Just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get him 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, what? All right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Hurts.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Here's Prescott. On the move to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
4th down. Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
They go play action with Hurts.
Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked.
Back in this football game. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
They find some open field here.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They'll look to throw, and they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Purple lead. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Steps away to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
7 Pirates, 18 Rebels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 15. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. But that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. To throw, Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Inside give to Elliott. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I just picked it off the top, put it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental line. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it at the 4. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. The chain don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just ripped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental line. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it at the 4.
Toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just ripped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental line. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it at the 4.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Pin at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just...
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Another run with Sanders. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Ready?
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They'll try and throw for it here. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here again is McKinnon. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the 1st down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Handoff. It's McKinnon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and short, McKinnon. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crap.
Birds fumbles it. Fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. Now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll go again with Sanders. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st.
60 Bobcats. Come back in. Come back in. Ready to work.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got Burton here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now McKenna. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. McKenna. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Here's McKenna. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They run once more with McKenna. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They run it with McKinnon. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Kansas City 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinnon, 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, McKinnon, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. McKinnon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. McKinnon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. So we've reached halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, but probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On second down, McKinnon. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on first down. McKinnon, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On second down now, McKinnon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On first down, McKinnon. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. On second down, McKinnon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, McKinnon. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll run on first down. McKinnon. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Jerick McKinnon punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7.
A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another run with Sanders.
66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, check that.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Rolling to his left. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll run with Scott. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Now a carry for Sanders.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Come on. Hey. Alert! Alert!
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Okay, ready.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out to his left. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Sanders. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Sanders again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own. So that challenge is successful. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll try to run with Sanders. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. down 10-7, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The first throw for Henne, the veteran backup. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Kyron Johnson there on the tackle.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Oh, and a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles have just a football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays, but
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, from then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain, you didn't know that
Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Mahomes going to put it up right away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Mahomes now on first down. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
For the 2nd consecutive season, Tua as a starter and Miami as a team both had winning records, but missed the playoffs. His numbers, they weren't terrific. Only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. But he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. On first down, they go with Mostert again to about the 35, 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Tua rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, they got him again. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. So after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Here's Hardman to return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Mahomes to MVS. First.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
2nd and 8 coming up. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 7th.
give up. Now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You and dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Damn, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, break.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. They'll go again with Sanders.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
There's that high motor that made George Karlaftis a day-one draft pick. Just continuous effort to get there for the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
On the move to his left.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give running left, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts
steps away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Running right, here's Sanders. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Check smash! Check smash! Trap 60! Trap 60! 19 tight! 19 tight! Back 60!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Another run with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Going forward with Sanders. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now a sweep. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this week. As Sanders has it poked free. Room here to run. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for... think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point by Bunker is on target,
and that'll make the score 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They run once more with McKinnon. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Third and short, McKinnon. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd down, McKinnon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On play action, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They'll go again with Sanders. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Holding. Offense.
Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his left. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give running left. It's Sanders. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts out to his left. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. KC's offense ready to take over. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And there he goes left side. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 79 yards. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third. We're back now in KC. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he's got it to about the 40. Here again is McKinnon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Going for it with McKinnon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give, this is McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. That's the gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 10-yard gain. But it's 4th down.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Frank Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now McKinnon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Here we go on 4th down, and this doesn't end well at all as they step.
Told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, sick of traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like, hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad. Ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Well, anyway, gotta pay a little more. If we late to the jet, gotta jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck and the orchestra gon' play it.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run once more with McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
They run it with McKinnon.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman for the KC first.
McKinnon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Second down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football, getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ready? Steady Ryan. On rock line.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now you're deep.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with Sanders, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They'll turn to Sanders, and he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Nothing on score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play fake. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17. This offense returns to the field. And the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. And you see the last drive, great chunk of yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all of their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run,
The receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
On first down, Hurts. And the Chiefs are going to get him. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. On 2nd down now, McKinnon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Through the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now back to work for Miles Sanders and the Philly offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But
he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
And that's a terrific score. Now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kick the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
Well, we get a look at it here, but, hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter.
Check.
Hurts will throw. Complete at the 1. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of 29 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So thanks. The time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Another run here with Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Gainwell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here again is McKinnon, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense returns to the field, and former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
They're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, back to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Now Sanders. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders, and he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. Brought down by Willie Gay. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch in. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Running right, here's Sanders. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts steps away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They run once more with McKinnon. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So third down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Butker's kick here is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, check that.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
They'll run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
18 Tiger. Check, Panther. Go.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps it moving forward.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Come on. Hey. Dixie Maverick.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now, on 1st down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Cadillac. Reload. Check. Bronco switch.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now it's 2nd and 9. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders, and he'll take this one down to the 36. 2nd down, back to Sanders. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And part of you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield. And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mitch used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This a long one from 54. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. One final try from Mahomes. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.